Loud music was blasting, and Jimin was dancing with his friends. Jimin, I'm going to get a drink. Jimin, one drink please. He looked at his side and saw a lady looking at him. Jimin, hi. Lady, hi. Jimin, look at you guys. Youngwo, of course, we danced so hard. Jimin, okay. He sat down and drank his drink. That's when his eyes met someone. Jimin's boo, Birch Shiko. What I'm feeling. It's different. This feelings is different. Who is she? Your boo. Why did I first came to this club? Where is she? My best friend. There is she. Time skip. At Jimin's room. Jimin was laying on his bed thinking about you. Jimin, why I'm thinking about her? I have dated many girls, but I never fell in love with them. It was just for fun. But these feelings, I never felt it before. Whatever, just sleep. Next day at college, Jimin entered the college. All girls were smiling at him. He winked at some girls and walked to his locker. That's when someone bumped into him. It was you. You was about to fall, but Jimin catch you by your waist. Jimin and you looked at each other's eyes. Jimin, you. Minji, hi Jimin. Jimin, hey Minji. Minji, are you free tonight? Jimin, I'm sorry Minji, we broke up, so I cannot come. Minji, but what if I say I still love you? Jimin, I don't. I never loved you. It was just for fun. Minji, now whose heart are you going to break? Your boo. This Jimin guy, he thinks he's the best here, and the others are his players. Like the amount of girls' heart he has broken is crazy. He always fights with others, and is always at clubs drinking. I don't hate him. Jimin reaches his class, but Mr. Kim was already there. Mr. Kim, dictation after class in the library. Jimin just nodded and went to his place. He sat at the last. Young Jimin is not at the same class. Jimin put his head on the table and closed his eyes. He was thinking about you. You reached your class. Your teacher was in there. You sat on the back as always, alone. You looked outside through the window. You smiled, seeing the two birds sitting on the tree. Park Jimin, 21 years old, in his last year of uni. Arrogant, spoiled brat is Jimin's nickname. He is that, but he loves his mom and dad so much. One more, he's kind of playboy. He dates and later breaks girls' heart. He never had feelings for anyone. He never fell in love with anyone. You are Kim Wayan, 21 years old, in your last year of uni. You are a silent girl. You don't talk to anyone. Like, you don't have friends here. You have one best friend, but she's in another college. Like always, all ignores you, like you don't exist. They don't talk or even look at you. And you are not sad though. Like, you are happy in your world. Your family is messed up. No one loves you here. Your dad cheated on your mom. You are used to it, so ignorance is not a problem for you. In small words, you are cold. Time skip. It was lunch time at the cafeteria. You took your lunch and went to your usual place. It was the corner table of the cafeteria. But for your surprise, someone was there. It was a boy. You have never seen him here. He looked at you. You looked at him. Bayan, yep, I don't talk to anyone. Look, I am alone. It's because of that. Jungkook, oh, then we can be friends if you don't mind, senior. Bayan's boo. This is the first time someone asked me to be their friend. Jimin entered the cafeteria with his friends. His eyes were searching for you. That's when he saw you sitting in the corner table. He won't approach you, but he don't know how to do. He's the filter king, but he's nervous. You finished your lunch and stood up. You left your class and saw Jungkook in the hallway. Jungkook, hi senior. Bayan, hi. Jungkook, are you going home? Bayan, no, I'm going to library. I have to study. Jungkook, oh. Jimin entered the library and saw Mr. Kim. Jimin spoke. This is my first time entering library. Library is good. Oh, there is Kim Namjoon. He's tall. I hate tall people. Mr. Kim, Jimin, you are here. Have a seat. Read this book and write its summary. You can only go home after finishing this. Jimin, okay, sir, he says dramatically. Namjoon shook his head. Namjoon, do your work, I'm going. I will tell Andy about this. Jimin spoke. He's ill. I mean, look at the book. It will take years to finish reading. Jimin finally opened the book. There wasn't many people in the library. That's when he heard a sound. Jimin, what's that? Is there a ghost? OMG. He stood up and decided to look. He slowly peeked and saw you. It was you trying to get a book from the top. Jimin smiles. You're Pooh. Why they keep this damn book at the top? How can short people can take it? I was trying to so hard to get it. That's when a hand came and grabbed it. You immediately turned around. You looked at Jimin. You raised your one eyebrow at him. Jimin, I can sit here, right? You nod. Jimin sat down. You didn't mind him and started to do your work. Jimin too. But he was taking a glance at you time to time. After some times. Jimin, can I know your name? You looked at him. Are you new here? I never saw you before. Bayan, no, I'm not. Time skip. 1 hour later. Jimin kept looking at you, but didn't disturb you. You stood up to leave. Jimin, are you leaving? Bayan, yes. Jimin, she's cold. Namjoon, hello. Jimin, hello. Next day, you entered the college and saw Jimin on the front. Jimin, hi. Oh, you forgot your notebook yesterday. You took it from here. Bayan, thank you. Jimin, have a nice day. He shouts. You didn't look back and left from there. Time skip. At lunchtime, you and Jungkook finished the lunch so fast, and now you are showing Jungkook around. That's when you saw Jimin bullying someone. Jungkook, OMG, he's bullying that boy. Bayan, he's like that. Bayan, he's part Jimin. He looks cute, but he's a devil. He's a arrogant spoiled brat. He thinks he's the king, and everyone else is a puppet. He had dated many girls, but he had no hard feelings. It's fun for him. Jungkook, oh. 2 days later, Jimin was always behind you. Wherever you go, Jimin was there. You don't like it. You don't know how Jimin got your number. He even called you a couple of times in the past days, but you didn't pick up. Even Jungkook was going to the library. That's when Jimin approaches you. You was about to leave without looking at him, but Jimin, hey Bayan, stop. Bayan, what? Jimin, I know this is a sudden, but I like you. Can you go on a date with me? Bayan, what? Jimin, you hit it right. I'm asking you out. Bayan, no, you don't. And in the first place, I don't even like you. Jimin, I will make you fall for me. Bayan, for that you need to change. And it's never gonna happen. Jimin spoke. She didn't accept me, but I love her. Call it love at first sight. I will change. Park Jimin will change for YN. I will. You entered the library, and for your surprise, you saw Jimin there. He was working on something. He was so concentrated on it that he didn't saw you walked past him. You sat 2 tables away from him. You started to work on your thing. You was walking up the hallway looking for Jungkook, and you spotted him walking in the end of the hallway. You decided to go there, but before you can reach him, he bumped into Jimmy, and both fell on their down. But for your surprise, Jimmy immediately stood up and helped Jungkook. Both didn't know you were seeing all this. Next day, you opened your laptop and you got a letter. It was a pink letter decorated with cute stickers. You smiled looking at the letter. You opened it and read it. The letter. Smile more, it's you too. You put the letter at your bag and left to the class. Time skip. It was break time. You came to office room to pick your book from your teacher. That's when you saw Jimin there. You thought Jimin here cause he made some trouble. But for your surprise, it wasn't the case. Namjoon, I'm pretty impressed by you. You started to pay attention to the classes. Good. Our teachers are impressed. Keep it up. 1 week later, you was hearing good things about Jimmy, and you cannot lie, you was quite impressed by that. You got many small cute letters from your letter, saying small compliments and good things. You cannot lie, but it made your days. It's the first time you got compliments and all. After some time, you and Jungkook decide to go to the cafe. At a cafe, you and Jungkook sat down and ordered your drinks. Jungkook, my mom is the best mom. A chocolate cake is the best. Buying really? Jungkook, yes. Youngwoo, Jimin really loves fire? Sumi, I cannot believe he really break the friendship with us for that, bro. Jungwoo, he was a good money bag. Sumi, for real, I guess he got some brain now. Bro only found out now. You and Jungkook said bye to each other. He was walking back home, but you decided to go to Han River. At Han River, he was walking around there. He opened his arms wide when a fresh wind passes by. It was so good, and the bridge looked more good at night. You're Pooh. I love to come here. Jimmy, you can also join me if you want. Ryan, I'm sorry to ask, but did you cry? Jimmy, is that obvious that I cried? Ryan, kinda. Jimmy, it's nothing. Ryan, it's about your friends, right? Jimmy, how you know? Ryan, it was in my intention, but I hidden them. Jimmy, yes, no, I can be me. You know what? We three was best friends from high school, but it was in friendship for them. It was them. I will never be like this. They influenced me a lot in my life. Everything I have done is it because of them. And I thought being cool was like this, but I was being a jerk. You came back home. At your home, honey. Oh look who is home. Stepmom, where were you? Bayan at hand river. Stepmom, be home before 8 p.m. or I will. Bayan, you will bath. Stepmom, you? Bayan, stop it. First tell your doctor to come home. You opened your locker and you again got a note in blue paper. You smiled, but there was a box too. You read the note. Note, hi cutie. My mom made cookies, so I brought some for you. Enjoy them. Jimmy, sorry, Mr. King. I didn't check the time. Mr. King, it's okay. Get in. Jimin's poo. By the way, Mr. Kim is not bad. He's cool. Now he's my favorite teacher. Crazy, right? I was going to my seat. That's when I saw a guy already sitting there. He had a sunshine glow and smiled. Lunchtime. It was lunchtime and Jimin decided to show Hobie around the college. Jimin and Hobie was walking through the hallway. That's when Jimin saw you, Jungkook. Jimin smiled at you and you smiled at him back. Bayan, you got a new friend? Jim, oh yes, I did. He's new. Namjoon, our finals are approaching, but there will be a test before the finals, and I need everyone to get good marks in it. Don't fail, everyone, and this test mark will be added to your final result. So prepare. You have 2 months for this test. Hobby, oh, everyone should perform. Jimin, what will we do? Hobby, what did you perform last year? Jimin, I told you I was how I was in the past. So I didn't even come to the show. Hobby, ah, bad boy. Jimin, low. I was no now. So what are we doing? At the library. Jimin and Hobby entered the library and saw you, Jungkook. Jimin, there they are. Hobby, hello. Jimin, hi guys. Jungkook, hey guys. Ben, hi. Hobby, what are you guys doing? Jungkook, nothing. There is no regular class for 1 week. Jimin, yes. So, Ben, okay. Let's be a team. Jimmy, cool. Hobby, okay, team is done. Now a name for the team. And what are we going to perform? Jimmy, what about dance? Why, no dance. I am bad. Jimmy, like if I perform one thing and the next spotlight will be on Hobby. So he does his and then Jungkook and Bayan like that. Bayan, that's good, I guess. Jungkook, me too. And no one will do it like this. Next day at college, you opened the locker and you got your note. Note. Good luck on your program. By JM. You smiled. Brian Spoo. Who is this? They know I'm going to do a perform. I wonder what are they going to perform. At the library. You went to the library and you saw the boys sitting and chatting there. Brian Spoo. Do I really got some friends? I mean, after Django came, I changed a bit. I started to smile at everyone, and Django is like my brother. I only know Obi for like 2 days, but he's fine. Jimin, we have been standing there for the past 10 minutes. But really, I'm sorry. Jimin, don't be sorry. It's okay. Jimin, cute. Jungkook, your face is red. Bain, what? Hobi, are you blushing? Jimin, what happened? Jungkook, Bain is blushing because of you. Hobi, I'm a street dancer and a rapper too. But I guess I will perform street dance and I have my own music. I will dance to it. Jimin, cool. I'm a contemporary dancer and I'm a singer too, but I will dance and I have my own song too. Bain, you guys are amazing. Jungkook, I know how to dance. Hobby, awesome. So everything is fixed. Now we need practice room. Jungkook, my home. Jimin, your home? Jungkook, yes, me and my mom is only and dad is out for business, so we can practice there. At Jungkook's house, he knocked on the door and a beautiful lady opened it. Jungkook, Mom, Mrs. Chan, you're back. I guess you have your friends with you. Jungkook, yes, Mom. Come inside, guys. Mrs. Chan, please have a seat, kids. I will bring something to eat. Hobie, okay. Mrs. Chan, I'm glad Jungkook made some friends. We only have one friend here, and that because of gaming. Why, Jungkook is a good friend. Mrs. Chan, why are you crying, sweetie? But I'm not, I don't know. Mrs. Chan, don't look down. If there is any problem, you can talk to me. Everyone can. Jungkook, now come with me. I will show you guys something. Jungkook stood up and started to walk. You guys followed him. He entered the room. And you guys too. All was shocked. It was a big room with big speakers and TV. Jungkook, Dad and Mom made me this room when they found out I like to dance and sing. Jimmy, we can. That is a really good idea. Jungkook, it's so hot. Here, right, Vayan? Vayan, shut up. Hobby, okay, so group song, which one? Vayan, Spring Day. Jimmy, OMG. Jim was the first to practice. He played his song. Once Boo. His song name is called Serendipity. It's a beautiful and that made me tear up. His angelic voice is heaven. Wow, Jimmy started to dance and I was shocked. The way his moody moves. Just wow, so amazing. 3 days later, practice going all good and the group song too. You and Jimin became a little close. And about Mrs. Chan, she's very kind and good. You like her. At Jungkook's house, you guys are sitting around and talking. Jungkook, he was my game buddy first, but later we become best friends. Hobie, that I made some trouble. Bayan, but Hobie, so I have a best friend. His name is Min Yoongi, and he has a piano. His first love, to be honest. So there is this guy who always fight with Yoongi. One day he destroyed Yoongi's piano and was about to hit Yoongi. We were sitting on the bed of Jungkook, and Jungkook and Hobie was playing video games. It was fun to watch them play. They are so cute. Jimin entered the room with 4 drinks of snacks. He put it on the table and sat near you in the bed. He was sitting so close to you and was laughing looking at the balls. After some time, Jungkook was showing you Jimin and Hobie each childhood photos. That's when an envelope came from the iPad. You took it. You thought it's a photo of Jungkook, so you opened it. You're cool. I opened the envelope and was shocked. It was my childhood photo. How? Mrs. Chan, what happened, Sweetie? Why, do you know who I hate the most in my life? Mrs. Chan, what are you saying? Why, it's not my dad or my stepmom. It's my real mom. My real mom. Mrs. Chan, you can sit and talk. Mrs. Chan, I didn't. I didn't. It was him, your dad. I got divorced and I was going to fight for you, but he didn't want me to be. So he said he will kill you. He will kill you if you come with me. He's a cruel man. He said he will kill you. I was helpless. What if I gave you to him by mistake? I know I hate my mom, but now I don't. We have her own things, her own problems. This is all because of that man, my dad. It's true. I know I lost my childhood, but now I have my mom and a brother. I don't know about Mr. Jumper. Thanks, kid. on the college day. Now the performance was amazing. And now it's you guys' turn. You four stood on the stage. The light shone on Jimin. His angelic performance was mind blowing. His moves were just amazing, and it was hobby. His freestyle was so freaking amazing. On weekend, today you all are going to amusement park. You reached in front of the park and saw Jimin altogether. Bayan, Jimin, Bayan, you are here. Bayan, we saw each other yesterday. Jimin, still I missed you. Bayan, you are so cute. Hobby, this is my friend, Min Yoongi. Yoongi, this is YN, Jimin, Jungkook, and Taeyong. Jungkook, my friend Taeyong. Taeyong, nice to meet you guys. Yoongi, nice to meet you. Jimin, same here. So let's have fun. You and Jimin was holding hands. Everyone gathered around. Jungkook, let's ride roller coaster first. Hobie, no. It was really fun. Hobie and Jimin was shouting and was cursing the operator in the whole ride. After the ride, Mayim, OMG, you guys are so funny. Jimin, no, we are not. Hobie, yes, we are not. Jimin and Hobie, stop it, guys. Jimin, I will not talk to you guys. Hobie, me too. Bayan, we are sorry. Yoongi, yep, we will not laugh. Teng, let's go to other rides. Jimin, okay. Bayan, yeah, put me down. Jimin, no. This was the best day in your life, and spending time with your loved ones is the best. After some times, Jungkook, let's spend the night in my home. Bayan, yes, I want to see mom. Jungkook, you are always there. Bayan, hee. Mrs. Chan opened the door. Mrs. Chan, oh, you guys are here. Mrs. Chan, how was the day? Hobie, best day ever. Taeyong, yes. Jungkook, everyone is staying here tonight. Mrs. Chan, that's great. Mrs. Chan, you'll enjoy. I have some work to do. Taeyong, what will we do now? Jungkook, let's play something. Jimin, what? Hobie, truth or dare? Yoongi, I'm not playing. Hobie, you are. Buying, yes, everyone should play. Yoongi, okay. And the game begins. Jungkook spin the bottle and it ended on Hobie and Taeyong. Taeyong, truth or dare? Hobie, truth. Taeyong, do you have a girlfriend? Hobie, no. Jungkook, that was easy. Taeyong, I don't know what to ask. Jungkook, yes, me too. Jungkook, truth or dare? Jungkook, kiss Jimmy. Kiss him. Bayan and Jimin, what? No. Jungkook, yes, do it. Otherwise, there will be punishment. Bayan, fine. You and Jimin stood up and entered Jungkook's room. They closed the door from outside. You sat on the bed. Bayan, they're crazy. Jimin, true. He also sat on the bed near you. So, you both looked at each other. Jimin and you were so close to each other. He was looking at your lips. Jimin, I love you. I love you so much. Bayan, he was about to reply, but suddenly the door opens. 1 week later, at the library, you entered the library and saw Jimin studying. The exams are near. First a test, then the finals. After that, you, Jimin, and Hobie will graduate. Jungkook has 2 years to go. You came near Jimin and covered his eyes. Jimin chuckles. Jimin, Bayan, you are here. You are Pooh. Jimin left to washroom. Oh, he forgot to close his books, so I took it to close. That's when I saw something written on the book. It was JM. Wait, Jimin is JM. He's the one gave me small notes. You took a note out and checked his handwriting. It was there. 5 months later, you and Jimin is mad in love. You guys love each other so much. The test finished and Jimin got high marks. Everyone's so proud of him. Today you guys last exam. Everyone is so happy. At the cafeteria. Jungkook, you guys will not be here anymore. I will be alone. You and Jimin is sitting in the park. Your head is on his shoulder. Jimin, Mom said we are going to visit someone tomorrow. Why and who? Jimin, I don't feel well about this though. Dad is ready to make me the CEO. Time skip. Next day, at Jimin's house. Mrs. Park. Jimin, calm down. We are leaving. Jimin, where are we going? At your house. Your dad, stepmom, and Hani is in very hurry. They clean the whole house. Why, Pooh? After like years, I saw my so-called dad. Jimin's poo. We reached in front of Wayan's house. This is Wayan's house. What are we doing here? Mom and dad knows them? Mr. Kim. Welcome, welcome. Jimin and his family entered the house. Stepmom, Mrs. Kim. Please have a seat. Your poo. I arranged the table and decided to go to living room. I want to see who is here to marry Honey. And when I went there, but I was shocked to see the person who was sitting there. Jimin, what is he doing here? Jimin's poo. I was looking for Wayan and finally I saw her. She was so shocked to see me here. You are numb. You don't know how to say or think. Jimin, your Jimin is marrying a stepsister? Mrs. Park, don't mind him. He don't know. We are here to fix the marriage. Mr. Park, yes. Mr. Kim, it's okay. Mrs. Kim, so let's the marriage in 1 week? Mrs. Park, isn't that too fast? Mr. Kim, no, she's the maid. You looked at your dad in disbelief. Mrs. Park, oh, she was looking at you. You was looking down. Mr. Park, so let's sign the contract tomorrow. Be only 1 week for marriage. Jimmy looked at his dad in disbelief. So this is marriage for his company. Mr. Kim, okay. They shook hands and everyone left to have dinner. After they all left, your stepmom and Annie came to your room and started to shout at you. Mrs. Kim, you know Jimmy, right? Tell me. Honey, you tell us what's your relationship with Jimmy. Your stepmom grabbed your hair. Brian, leave me please. You immediately called your mom and explained everything. Mrs. Chan, baby, please don't cry. I will come there and take you with me. Brian, no, don't. They don't know I know you. I find you. Please, I don't want them to know about you. Please. At Jimin's house, Jimin was shouting, Jimin, I don't want this marriage. Mr. Park, you will get married. This is my decision. Jimin, no, I will not. Mrs. Park, please don't shout, guys. Jimin, Dad promised them. Jimin, oh, your promise is more important than my life. Next day, Jungkook was walking around the street. Jungkook spoke. I was walking around the streets. That's when a bike came towards me at a high speed, but I dodged it. You and the guys decided to meet at Jungkook's house. Everyone was there. As soon as you saw Jimin, you hugged him tightly and you explained everything to everyone. Jimin too says everything to everyone. Jimin, this is the first time. Time skip. You're back to your home. You saw your stepmom and Honey in your room. Honey, your friend escaped this time. Brian, that was you both. Please don't. Mrs. Kim, then don't interfere in this marriage. Brian, I will not. On the call, Jimin, Brian, let's run away. Brian, no. All was an act. I don't love you. How can I love someone like you, huh? You are a jerk, a bad person, and I hate you the most. Brian, I'm sorry, Jimin. Jimin came to your house. Mrs. Kim, Homji, look who is here. You missed Honey, right? He don't know what to do. He didn't show you anywhere. Jimin, oh, mom said to give this here. You gave them something, and somehow Jimin came in front of you. Jimin directly wanted to drink. He was drinking non-stop and was shouting at all. The staff calls Hobie. Hobie immediately came there with Jungkook. Hobie, OMG Jimin. They hold Jimin. Jungkook, Hyung, what happened to you? Jimin, she said she hate me. At Jimin's house, Mrs. Park opened the door and was shocked to see Jimin. Mrs. Park, what happened to him? Hobie, he was found in the club like this. Mrs. Park, please put him on his bed. They made him lay on his bed. Mrs. Park, do you guys know why he's drank this much? Jungkook, it will be better if you ask him. Next day, Jimin woke up with a massive headache. Jimin, my head hurts so much. Mrs. Park, you are awake. Drink this. She gave Jimin hangover drink. Don't go anywhere and take rest. Jimin smiled. She didn't ask me why. At a cafe, Hobie, Jungkook, Taeyong, Yoongi is waiting for Mrs. Park at the cafe. And finally she arrives. Mrs. Park, hello guys. Hobie, hello Andy. Everyone sat down. Jungkook, how is Jimmy home and why you called all of us here? Mrs. Park, OMG, I'm such a cruel person. I was trying to separate them by this marriage and that Mr. and Mrs. came and Han is very bad. Hobie, what are we going to do now? Mrs. Park, don't say this to anyone, especially Jimmy. At your home, Mrs. Park is here. She was talking with Mrs. Kim and Hani. She was smiling all the time. Mrs. Park, excuse me, I want to make a call. Mrs. Kim, okay. Brian, Jimin's mom. She came and hugged you. You was shocked. Mrs. Park, I'm sorry, I'm such a bad mother. She explains everything and you can hug her back. Brian, I love him so much. On the wedding day, Jimmy's eyes was puffed from crying. Mr. and Mrs. Park, the boys, and Namjoon was feeling bad, but he will get his happiness. Namjoon, don't worry. Yes, boy, Jimin, you. He looked at the unknown man who was wearing a sunglasses. You are Jin. Jin, yes, I am worldwide handsome Jin. He smiles. Jimin, what are you doing here? Jin, you will know. Jimin's mind. Meanwhile, at the dressing room, Mrs. Kim, Han is missing. Mr. Kim, what? Mrs. Park, what happened? Mrs. Kim, Han is she's missing. Mr. Park, what? Now what will we do? Mrs. Park, we cannot cancel this marriage. That's when you came there. Mr. Park, wait, who said we are canceling this marriage? Pooh, I will say no. I cannot marry Hani. The door opens, and I was shocked. It is Wyan holding Mr. John's hand. She looks so beautiful. I cannot believe. I looked at my parents and friends. They all smiled at me. OMG, I am marrying my love. Mr. John, take care of my daughter. Jimin, I will. Mrs. Park, I am so happy. By the way, where is Hanny? Namjoon, we have her safe. Don't worry. She will be home after Jimin and Wyan left to their home. Mr. Park, good job, boys. You and Jimin came near them and hugged all. You are shocked to see your favorite artist, Bayan. Jin, Kim Soo-jin. Thank you so much for coming to our marriage. Jimin, yes, wait, how? What happened? Mrs. Park, I found out about you and Ryan on the day you came home drunk, and the boys told me everything. So we planned and kidnapped Hanny.